All right, people. Today is day 8. Pretty sure. Yep, 8. We took a loss yesterday. Today we had CPI news data. I ended up blowing a funded account, and yeah, it's pretty much $600 down the drainer. Because there's an FTMO 100K account, but it's okay. I'm probably not going to activate those for a little while. I'm probably going to just focus more on like Alpha Futures or Top Step or something like that because it's way cheaper, and have fun with accounts like those and see if we can build more capital. But overall, same system with our 20 accounts. We're going to keep sticking to our system with our 20 accounts. Stick to our rule system and keep moving forward, right? Today is CPI. So I usually don't trade CPI based off of data. The only time I've traded it recently, I ended up losing because I got manipulated out of the market. But again, I'm going to still go live. We'll see what we get. Pretty much go from there. I would really like to see... We have a 4-hour SMT at the high, right? We formed it on Tuesday or Monday, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, actually, because the day we took the loss. But we formed that high and that higher high now again, right? So again, NASDAQ formed a high and a higher high off of this Thursday the 5th in March. This 10 p.m. high, right? Yes, formed a high and a lower high, right? We're still forming that 4-hour SMT, and we have these 4-hour fair value gaps below. I want to see if we can come down and fill these 4-hour fair value gaps if we really want to. But we'll see, because we ended up coming down, sweeping out these draws. Let's go to the hourly time frame. On ES, right? We swept out this 4-hour low, which is all the way down here, which is 11 p.m., right? Where's this 4-hour low? 11 p.m., right? We swept that out. So now we're about to form an hourly SMT to the upside. So if we're going to be forming an SMT to the upside, SMT to the downside, I'm probably going to sit out, especially since it's CPI day. But we're coming up past data highs now. I want to see if we're going to sweep out data highs, form an SMT, and continue to the downside. That'd be pretty cool if we could, because we have previous day low down below and everything. But again, if we just keep continuing higher, I'm not going to trade. We'll see. I'm just going to flow with the markets. If something presents itself, it does. If I don't like anything, then I'm not going to touch shit, and I'm okay with that. So we'll find out, ladies. We'll find out. Oh, and I want to go over one more thing. I did switch up. For the people who do watch this on YouTube, I did switch up my rules a little bit. Okay? And I'm being transparent with that. I was on the phone with ChatGPT the other day. He's my buddy. And I explained what I was doing with doing the group switches after one loss, and it told me mathematically with my edge I shouldn't switch every time I take a loss. I should give my accounts 2 shots. So if I take 2 losses on one account in a row, then I should switch. Because based off of my win rate and my data and stuff like that, I'm not giving my trade or my the probability of my trades the real effect of what it could do. Because sometimes I can get stopped out and get wicked out, and the next trade I ended up making money, right? So again, only rule I switched was not alternating groups after one loss. I'm going to alternate groups after 2 losses. Everything else stays the same. So again, I don't even consider that a rule switch, because again, we're keeping the same risk. We're keeping the same risk to reward, all that stuff. But yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got. Yeah, but how much is Top Step, Yas? Because the FTMO doesn't have discount either, and it was $600 for an account. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than $600. Two ways to pay it. Yeah, let me see. So I'm interested because I haven't used it I haven't used Top Step in over 3 years probably now, or 2-3 years. That was one of the first ones I started with, but again, I haven't used them in a long time.
What? Bro, what happened? My whole shit lagged.
Yeah, everybody got rocked this morning, dude. With the FTMO thing. I mean, with the news drop.
My whole shit lagged. Bro!
Everybody got murdered. Yeah, that's not bad. $100, yeah. I'll probably look at Top Step too. I'm gonna look at Alpha. I want to get max allocated on Alpha, and I want to get max allocated on Top Step, and then I want to be max allocated with Apex. So that'd be 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 accounts. And then maybe we'll look at Lucid too or something like that. But instead of doing fucking FTMO with $600, I could have done 6 accounts with Top Step, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard with Lucid. I've never used them before. I was looking at them the other day. Dude, NASDAQ is all the way up here by Asian session / 4-hour high. I think ES is going to come up and take out this data hourly in London because NASDAQ already took those out. And then I want to see if we form an SMT off this 4-hour / Asian session high. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if that happens. I mean, looking. Today's going to be more of a chill day. So, again, if I don't see an opportunity by like 10, 15, 10, 20, I'm outie. I'm going to go for a run.
What fucking dude do you know is laughing at Kiki?
Is that not normal on other ones?
What fucking...
Why does Apex a lot mini con? Yeah. I don't know. It helps me pass those evals quick. It's dangerous though. Like some people fucking when I talk to people in trading, dude, and like you could listen. You could tell when somebody's not experienced in trading. And I'm not trying to be offensive to that, but sometimes you'll talk to people and they'll say that they entered 2 or 3 minis on a 50K account, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing on a PA account? And then they'll hit one trade for like $1,500, and they'll be like, all right, yeah, like look how much profit I made. But yeah, if you take 2 losses in a row, your accounts are gone. Like, and you're gonna take 2 losses in a row one day. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. You're gonna take 3 and 4 losses in a day, in a row. Like it's part of math. Like it's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm sticking with me personally. $200, $250 risk, 1 to 2 risk to reward. Make $400 to $500 a trade if we can. I think that's plenty. Because you think about it, if you like on my highest accounts, right? So we're at 51,500. You hit one trade for 500, a good trade, 1 to 2 risk to reward, or literally $500 away. You hit another trade, you're at payout. 2 trades. But if you lose, let's say 2 trades, and you're risking 200 to 250, you got plenty of room. You got plenty of fucking room. Yeah, no, it happens, Yas. It happens. And that's the worst mental struggle is when you just lose and then you lose again and then you lose again and then you just think you suck at trading. It's like fuck. But it's just like you gotta remind yourself it's part of probability. It's part of probability. Even yesterday for me, dude, I wrote down in this. I haven't wrote down in a journal like this in forever. And after my one loss yesterday, because we were on a good streak, I was just like, I was pissed. I was pissed. And I literally wrote down like 3 pages worth of how my feelings were and what I could have done better and this and that. And I was just like, fuck, dude. Like, sometimes you just mentally get fried off of the stupidest shit. It's annoying. Yes, but it builds you. Now I know when and when not to trade. Exactly. It does build you. Listen, you hear people say it all the time. You're going to be emotional, but it's best to not react on that emotion. When you know you're emotional, it's best to just walk away. Go react on that emotion by going to the gym or going for a run or doing some push-ups or something. I don't know, hitting a heavy bag, throwing your computer through the wall. No, don't do that. I've done that before. When I finish Ramadan, I go to the gym again. Yes, sir. What is Ramadan again? Is I've heard of it, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. Is it something like with eating? 3 minutes and a 50K account is outrageous. Yeah, I know, dude. Fasting, right? Yeah, I think I know what that is. I used to go to a like a private school where all people would come from different countries and stuff like that, and they had Ramadan or something like that. You don't have to eat or drink all day. Only in the night you can. Interesting. Interesting. Watch this. Ready? Let's see if I'm right here with this. You ready for this? Watch this. Watch this. Let's see if we form a 1 minute SMT off this low. Ready? And we're going to target data highs, hourly high, and London session high. As NASDAQ takes out Asian session high. I'm not going to take the trade. When I was going to trade, my first account was blowing up in seconds because I didn't know. Yeah, no, that's normal. I did that recently when I activated my first FTMO account with lot sizes. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Oh, hold on, not yet. Ready? Let's see if we form a 1 minute SMT off of this. Inverse fair value gap. Entry. Target these highs. I'm not going to do it, but we'll go in 4 minis. I'm gonna paper trade it. Well, we didn't get an inverse fair value gap. We didn't inverse it, but we did form a 1 minute SMT off of it. Okay, that would be invalidated. I'm not even gonna pay attention to this. Did we really form a freaking SMT? We formed a 5 minute SMT off of data high. How? Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Would you just look at it? For me to be bearish, we'd have to inverse this 15-minute fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. You heard? Is this what we're really going to be doing? Is this what we're really going to be doing? We're tapping into this order block too. Order cock. For me to be bearish, yeah, we did form a 5-minute SMT, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 5-minute bullish fair value gaps that we could easily react off of. I'm not putting my chances on that. We didn't even break structure on the 5-minute yet. We have a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Listen, doggo, I need more confirmation of bullish confirmation being disrespected. But ES wants to tank. I believe we want these highs, in my opinion. In my opinion. Dude, really? What the fuck are going on? Oh, we format the 15 minute. Oh no, we don't. Not yet. I need to see this get inversed. If this gets inversed and we're gonna start continuing down a previous day low, we might have something. Where's that Asian session low? Did we take that out already? Why don't I have that marked? Oh. Yeah, these are waters I don't want to fuck around in. I'm gonna be honest. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 5-minute fair value gaps we didn't inverse. On ES, we inversed 1, 2, 2 of them, but we still have 1, 2 more to respect, and we're in an order block, and we still have that 15-minute fair value gap. I don't want to be bearish yet. I still want to be bullish. And this might be our opportunity right here. 1 minute SMT inverse fair value gap. Can we get a break structure to the upside? Can we get a break? And here it comes. Here it comes. Here she blows. How many points would this be? 1 to 1? Duty. Duty. There it is. 1 minute SMT, right? We need a 1 minute inverse fair value gap. Break structure to the upside. All these draws above. All these draws above. We didn't get an inverse fair value gap. We did get a break of structure, but we did not get an inverse fair value gap. So I still wouldn't enter this trade. I still wouldn't enter this trade. We did get an inverse fair value gap. We didn't get a break of structure on NASDAQ. Need a little bit more confirmation. A little bit. £7 7 times 5, 35 times 3, 105 to make 3 times 20. Oh, wait. 5 times 20 times 3, make 300. Risk to reward, very good. Risk to reward, very, very good. Oh, this would be a nice entry right here. I'm going to fade it, aren't I? I'm going to fade it. I like it, though. Are you in long? You guys are in? Fuck! Oh, you gonna make me do it? You gonna make me do it? I'm going to fade it, guys. I'm going to fade it. I'm going to fade it. I want to see this reaction off of this. The reason why I'm fading it right now is because this isn't a bullish candle closure. That's the only reason why I'm fading this right now. I want to see a bullish candle closure out of this fair value gap. Now we can mark out equilibrium also. So if we get a bullish candle closure out of equilibrium and this fair value gap, it's going to look pretty good. And the leading index is NASDAQ off of this. But again, this is a continuation confluence. Remember, we're more. I don't know. Let's see. I think this is good. It's a good trade, and I'm gonna shut up because people are in it. Wait, on. This is a good trade, regardless, in my opinion. Oh my God, we got a bullish candle closure out of it, ladies and gentlemen. 33 points, 33 times 2 equals 66 times 2. We could risk 132 to make 77 points. 77 times 2 times 2. Wow, 308. Mm-hmm. I really want to take this. Coming out of a 15-minute also. Fuck it, dude. I'll go in one. I'll go in one. I'll go in one. See what we get. I'll go in one. I'll size down and go in one. I want to see what happens after we form this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. If we inverse this 1 minute bullish fair value gap to the downside, I'm going to cut it. If we respect it, I'll add one more. 1 to 1.6 risk to reward. My take profit's going to be the 4-hour high. I'm going to let it run all to 25125. And it looks like we are going to get schmacked. I'd move my stop up to the most recent low. Moving it up. And I get it right now. Right now. I want to hit this trade now. I'm letting it run. I'm letting it run. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. If you edge me, sir, you are going to get karate chopped to the throat. To the throat. I'm letting you run. I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be my break even right here. This is my break even trail. Break even trail. Okay? Break even trail. I'm not touching this trade. It either hits my stop loss or it hits my take profit. You understand me, lady? Understand? Understood-o? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. TP smashed. TP smashed. TP freaking smashed straight through it. Just straight through it. Holy shit. Alright, I only went in one micro on that, okay? Because again, it's freaking CPI. Yeah, I coulda, shoulda, woulda went bigger, but fuck! Whatever. You understand? Everybody understood why we took that trade though, right? It was fucking there. Again, I didn't want to take it because I don't trade CPI days. Holy crap, is this going to go to previous day high? It probably is. Let's see if it goes to the previous day high. But we understand why we took that trade though, right? We were looking at the 1 minute draws because again we're 15-minute fair value gap. What are the rules? We scale down to the 1 minute time frame off of 15-minute draws. If you're looking to be bearish, we have to inverse this 15-minute fair value gap. So we're looking for our bullish confirmations to get respected. What ends up happening? We don't take out this low on NASDAQ. We form that 1 minute SMT. What do? We end up coming up. We inverse a fair value gap. Listen, that's one confirmation. I need at least a break of structure, fair value gap getting respected, or equilibrium getting respected. We come up, we form that new high. I mark out equilibrium. We form this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. We get that bullish candle closure. This really should have been the entry. I entered a little bit like prematurely off of here. And then we targeted that 4-hour high / Asian session high above. You know? But overall trend was really bullish. And yeah, still made $120 per account. Nothing crazy, but it's still with one mini, we still had a 70-point trade. I went in one. I really went in one, and I'm gonna be honest because it's CPI day, and I usually don't trade on CPI day. But we took the trade. I think I risked around $80 or whatever. I risked around $80. It was around a 1 to 1.6, so I risked 41 points with one micro. Yeah, I risked $82. So, yeah. All right, we took a trade on CPI day, but again, I think we did the right thing by sizing down. I think sizing down was the right move. Yeah, we could have made double the amount, which would have been 240, but all good. Okay? Profit's profit. I like that trade. That was a good trade. Very solid, quick take profit. Weren't even in drawdown. Weren't even in drawdown. Small dub. Small dub. I'm glad everybody saw that though. Yas saw that. Fucking who else saw that? Z saw that. Z, did you take that? Yeah, Yas, you went in one micro too. I think that was the right decision in my opinion, just based off of what price action is doing. I really do. And it's CPI. We could get FOMO here, but I'm not. We shouldn't, because again, we still hit the trade. We still took the trade. I hesitated a little bit more. I hesitated a lot more than you guys, but you pre-minded too much. Yeah, that's what I did too. I if it was not CPI day, I probably would have taken that off with 2 micros. I don't know why this isn't resyncing. $718. $718 on the day. I'm so weird, dude. Fuck. You guys probably think I'm a weirdo. I'm starting to get too comfortable with social media. You went 6 micros, Z? Holy shit. Yeah. Fuck. You should have banked on that one, right? Did you pass it? Fuck yeah. You got. Yeah, fuck. Hey, man, that was a good trade to do it on. Yeah, a lot of people hit that train. All right, we ended up hitting this trade right here for like around 1 to 6. But I only went in one micro because I usually don't trade CPI days. I don't like price action on CPI days. But I went on my lowest account. We still made $120 off one micro. But a couple people hit that in the chat. A couple people saw that also. We had Yas. You want some W's in there? Type some W's real quick. Type some W's. Let's get a little W in there. There we go. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. We got some dubs today. It was a quick dub. Perfect. But here's the trade we took. We targeted Asian session highs. Leading index was Nasdaq. I went in one micro because I don't like the way we price action is on CPI. But there's the proof right there. It's on my lowest accounts, so they're back almost to 50,000. But there you go. Cool. We ended up hitting this trade right here for like around 1 to 6. But I only went in one micro because I usually don't trade CPI days. I don't like price action CPI days. But I went on my lowest account. We still made $120 off one micro. A couple people hit that in the chat. That was a solid trade. I mean, that was really bread and butter. We if listen, quick trade recap for the people who watch us on YouTube. All right, mostly everybody in the Discord saw this trade, but we could see that we are very bullish. Right, we form an S&T off of the low. ES took out the 4-hour low, right? Nasdaq didn't. Nasdaq's the leading index to the upside. That's why I took it on Nasdaq, right? If we scale down to the 1 minute time frame after marking out, we have a 15-minute bullish fair value gap right here that we tap right into. We have a 15-minute bullish fair value gap over on ES that we're respecting. We have 8 million kajillion 5-minute bullish fair value gaps where I would have to see all of these get inversed first before I switch my bias, correct? We scale down to the 1 minute time frame because we're dealing with a 15-minute fair value gap. Whenever I'm dealing with a 15-minute fair value gap, I usually scale down to the 1 minute time frame, look for confirmation, even when we're sweeping out a 15-minute draw on liquidity, right? We're marking out 1 minute lows. Where's this 1 minute low? Right here. 927. 927. Nasdaq doesn't take it out. ES does, and it's all the way down here. But we still form a 1 minute S&T, right? 1 minute S&T. ES forms a low and a lower low. Nasdaq forms a low and a higher low. Boom. Confirmation 1. What else do we look for? Inverse fair value gap. Break a structure. If we get both, fucking awesome. If we only get one, we got to wait for extra confirmation, right? Inverse fair value gap. SMT. What do we wait for? Fair value gap fill, equilibrium fill. We get both of them. Mark out equilibrium, mark out bullish fair value gap. We get a bullish candle closure. Again, like I said, this should have been the real entry, but I hesitated. I got in around like 55-ish. And then target Asian session highs, let the full trade run out. Once we got this big move up, we move our stop loss, we reduce risk to below this low, let the trade fully play out. This was my break-even level. We didn't even have to worry about it. Huge candle, Diddy candle up. Take profit smashed. And yeah, still a 69-point trade, 70-point trade with one micro. And that's really it. That's really it. Again, I'm going to be one and done today. I was going to look for Asian session high to get swept, form that 5-minute S&T, and then see if we can continue lower here. But for me to look for that, I would need to see a 5-minute inverse fair value gap and stuff like that. But I'm going to take my win and run for the day, even though it wasn't a big win. But it's still money back, right? It reduces our loss a little bit. We still made almost around $1,000. So it's good day's pay. That's a good day's pay. We don't need to make fucking $52 million in one day. It's $700. How many? If you're working a $20 an hour job, how many hours is that? 20 times what? What's 50 hours? Nope. 20 times 35 hours. That'd be working like a 35-hour shift. And we just did that in what? 2 minutes and 33 seconds that trade was. Think like that, ladies. Think like that. Peace out, J. Cole. Peace out. Peace out. Yup. Peace out, Yas. All right, I'll get this session posted up, guys and girls. I'm done for the day. It was a small day, but I think we did the right thing because we do not usually trade on CPI days. But we saw a continuation confluence. We trusted our trade. We sized down to be more comfortable. And it ended up playing out regardless. If it didn't play out, we would have lost a small amount. If it did play out, we would have made an amount. It ended up going in our direction. We made an amount. But we predicted the move. Shabang, shaboom, shabada bang. Was that right at 10 a.m. this candle too? Oh, yeah, it was. That's why I did that. It was right at 10 a.m., dude. Right at 10 a.m. All right, YouTube, peace out. We got another dub. Here at YouTube, we could show this real quick. This month, let's look at the win rate. We have a 79% win rate. Day wins 80%. Our profit factor from frickin' letting our trades run and do their thing. Our profit factor is a 1 to 4 right now. You know, it's a 1 to 4 based off of the month. But again, we're just gonna keep moving. Keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. All right, guys. Peace out, YouTube. And then we'll get this posted up. I'll talk to Discord real quick, and that's it. Adios.